One thing I do on weekly basis is meal prep. These are my dishes for the week that I already prepared. We've got some veggies, we got some carbs, some rice on there, and of course some protein. So let me show you what I do. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Claudine. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. Meal prep for me has been a game changer, and it just helps set up the tone for the week. It helps me save on a lot of time. Going back and forth in the kitchen is not really my thing, but you know what? Meal prep has always helped. The first thing I look into is writing down what you're going to cook for the week. I do 2 proteins, 2 veggies, and 2 carbs. And of course, cleaning the sink is key to me. I just make sure all the dishes are out because this is just a mood setter. Imagine having to use up some dishes and then you already have a full sink of dirty dishes. To me, this makes my energy drain so much, so I make sure I empty the sink before I get started. And of course, I stay hydrated during the process, and I always keep a glass of water with me that I sip on as time goes by. The other thing I do is entertainment. This just keeps me going. Here I'm just setting up my headphone and I'm listening to some Audible from Amazon Audibles. And then next thing I do is gather all the ingredients I'll need. Here I have my potatoes, carrots, onion, and tomatoes. Obvious, I have to prep them, so I just start by washing them, peeling out the carrots and the potatoes, and then you have to make sure you rinse them real good under running water. And this here are for my my soup that I'm going to prep, and that's what I'm cutting here, the potatoes and the carrots. I have a full video step by step for this kind of soup. If you're interested, I will definitely recommend you check it out. It's low in calories, it's nutritious, and it keeps you full for longer. So over here, I'm just prepping my soup ready to go, and in the front pot, I have my oil ready that I'm going to use for my lentils. So the back one is just my soup preparation, and I'm just going to let it start boiling while I work on other things. So my onions are ready in there, and this here just keeps me on track, working on different things, adding in my garlic and my ginger in preparation for this. The next thing I added in was the tomatoes, and as you can see, there's a black pot in the back there. That one I'm using to make some collard greens, and I'm working on these 2 at a time. And if you're not the multitasker person, make sure you don't do this because you'll end up regretting it. And then I just added in carrots. The other thing I do during my meal prep is not shy off from using my equipment. A lot of these equipments here make work so easy. Like the carrots, I just used my food processor, and that shreds my carrots like in no time. So I'm just working on my collard greens in the back there, and my pot here is ready for the green grams. I'm just adding in my seasoning, and then the next thing I'm going to do is add in some water for this here and to make up some soup. The green grams are already added in. I'm just starting that up to make sure everything is well incorporated. If you're enjoying this video and you've made it this far, please consider subscribing, turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a video. And next, I'm just going to season my green grams. I'm adding in this seasoning that I buy from my local store. It's a Hispanic origin, and I just love it because it brings in a different color and just a different flavor. And for my green grams, I always add in either coconut milk or just heavy whipped cream, whatever works for you and your family. That's awesome. So here you see my green grams are ready, and my soup is partially ready. I'm just going to add in some veggie broth to add in more soup for it. And then this here are my frozen spinach and my celery that I had saved from my previous preparation. And then of course the protein part of it, I use these kidney beans. Make sure you rinse them under running water just to remove all that seasoning. And I'm just starting that. As you can see, it's coming up real good. This soup here, I can eat it for lunch, I can eat it for dinner without getting tired. The main thing is to just make sure you season it real good. And this day was a treat day for my kiddos because they were so good during the week. So I made them one of their favorite apple turnover, and it's so easy. I have a complete short video for this. All you do is just few steps and your apple turnover is ready for you and your family to enjoy. This here is one of my comfort foods. I don't make it often, but when I do, I really enjoy it and just put my nutrition on the side. Look at that. And of course, we have some rice over here. This rice is ready and I just cook it in a regular pot if I'm cooking just a little bit for the family. And of course, we've got some mixed veggies which I just steamed and seasoned to go along with the other dishes, and the soup is ready over there. The other thing we are having for the week is the chapati. This here I didn't make this week. I do make this in bulk just so it's ready for the family, and we consume this in a span of like 3 to 4 weeks. So of course the remaining ones we keep in the freezer and we just warm them as time goes by. So this is just me showing you a few steps on how we prep this, and I'll have an upcoming video with full ingredients and full step-by-step how I do my bulk meal prep, and of course training the kids to be able to help me as well in the future by God's grace. So here is my older girl just rolling her chapati because this here makes them feel like they're really helping, which is great to appreciate. So that's just a complete rundown on how I do my meal prep for the week, and this is ready for everybody in the family to enjoy throughout the week without stressing myself on what's to be served for dinner. Thank you for joining me. Bye.